Grandma, please tell me another story. I really like listening to your stories.
All right. Bang gets his own way. All Jim could think about the next morning was, I have to ride Bang. If I don't, Joe will think I am no good at all. All I will be is his little brother. The next morning was almost over when at last he went out to the barn to find Jack. All the time the saddle was being fastened, Bang's two brown eyes looked at Jim. I wish he would not look at me like that, thought Jim. He looks so mean. When Jim climbed onto Bang's back, his legs shook against the saddle. His hands holding the reins shook too. If only Joe were here to tell him what to do, then he would not be afraid. Bang started off at a trot. Jim wanted to go down the road to the highway and back again. Do you know what a highway is?
I think it's a road where people go, where it's a road that people always use, like lots of cars go on it, sometimes busy.
Yes. Highway and back again, but Bang headed for the north pasture, and Jim did not try to stop him. As they went through the pasture gate, Bang started to eat the long grass. Jim knew that the pony should not eat grass, not with someone on his back. He knew that he should give Bang a slap and send him on his way, but he couldn't. What if he bucked, thought Jim, and because the reins shook, Bang knew that Jim was afraid. Bang walked around the pasture until he had all the grass he could eat. Then he headed for the barn and began to trot. "Hold on there, hold on!" cried Jim, but the pony trotted faster and faster. As Jim and the pony neared the pasture gate, Bang started to run. Jim pulled on the reins, but it did no good. Then he forgot everything that Joe had told him to do. All he could think of was how afraid he was. When they came nearer to the gate, Jim was holding on to the saddle. He was not even trying to stop Bang anymore. The pony was going faster every minute. At the gate, Bang turned suddenly. Before Jim knew what had happened, he slid right out of the saddle onto the grass. He looked up just in time to see Bang walking into the barn. When Jim walked in at the barn door, he could hear Jack's whistle. I fell off," said Jim. Do you know what whistle means? Okay, yes, that's a whistle. Jack went right on with his work. "That is what I thought," he said. I didn't get hurt," Jim went on. Jack did not look up from his work. "I thought you would be all right." Bang let Joe off too, without hurting him. Do you mean that Joe fell off when he first learned to ride?" asked Jim. He could not believe his ears. "That is what I mean. But Joe got right back on again. He let Bang know that he could not get his own way," said Jack. Jack turned red, or Jim turned red. Do you know what it means to turn red?
Got angry?
Okay. embarrassed,
yeah.
bashful, embarrassed. He knew that Jack expected him to get back on the pony. He looked around for Bang. There he was, as mean looking as ever. No, Jack couldn't make him ride Bang again. Not even Joe could make him do that. Next time he might not land on the grass. Jack did not even look up as Jim whistled and walked away. But Jim had not gone far when he heard Jack say, "Jim is not like Joe." Bang, Jim gives up. And that's the end.